So this is going to be moderately challenging because we're calling it the theory of everything, and it has to do with my long-term obsession with physics, because a component of physics is cosmology, and cosmology deals with beginnings, endings. Even things like epistemology and ontology are potentially a part of a cosmological framework in which we find the truth of our being. So what do I believe? Well, I believe that polarities exist in the universe, number one. There's masculine and feminine, positive and negative, yin and yang. And even time itself is possessed of these polarities. So we talk about past and future. They are commingled, truly, but they are also the masculine and feminine, if you will, polarities of time itself. Now, there is a circularity to space and time. There is a rotational sense, if you will, inherent, also called spin, or torsion, inherent in the fabric of space itself. In fact, I'm convinced it is that which we feel when we move an object. There's inertia, resistance to change, and I'm not talking about the gravitational force, I'm just talking about the resistance to change in motion. That I believe that is due in part to this inherent rotational energy that exists in space. Now, here is the trippiest thing of all, folks. If you see the world the way I do, you will absolutely flip out, because here's why. I don't believe the Earth is moving through space. If you believe that, then you are subscribing to some arbitrary point out there in the universe, which you can call your reference point. What is it? If it's moving, then it's moving relative to something else, right? But I don't believe in relative motion at all. I believe in absolute motion, which means the Earth is actually sitting still, and motion itself at the quantum level is expressing itself right here. The physics of motion are the physics of time. The physics of motion are the physics of time. That's how you measure time in my universe, is through motion itself, and it's absolute, not relative. Because if you heard what I just said, the minute you let go of a relative point of reference, the only point of reference you have is where you are right now. That's the 0 point. Now, this is the only way to gain any perspective on the universe, is to stop subscribing to some kind of Copernican or Aristotelian or other form of cosmological notion. You have to come to a new plane of realization. Just like my mentor Bruce De Palma was not happy with Euler's equations to describe all of the dynamics of bodies in motion. Time now needs a new description. Time is alive. Time itself is art. Time is the Creatrix. Time is welling up inside all of us in every moment. These words and the elucidation of cosmic principles thereby is a function of time. I see this parabola of time like a wave, which may also be responsible for why we feel that we're moving through time, is because we haven't realized that what's actually happening is we are staying still, and time is intercepting us from the future. Okay, we're not moving up to where we are now from the past. We are always staying still, and time is the thing that is moving, not us. Gotta get this straight. Okay, this is why we do 8 minutes of enlightenment. This moment right here, because this is the clearest realization I've ever had about time, and I'm now coming to understand that the masculine and feminine, or yin and yang aspects of time, may not be fully canceled out in our present day reality, in our present moment of now. In other words, one of the reasons it may appear that the future hasn't happened yet, or isn't always happening, is because there is a non-uniform cancellation of positive and negative time in our consciousness, or in our present moment awareness. The more stillness you can cultivate in your life, the clearer you can become about all of this. because the 0 point is where wisdom resides. Wisdom is almost a content-less context in which we gain perspective itself. Knowledge is independent of this, although very often interwoven with our pursuit of wisdom. But that is also an oxymoron, because you don't pursue wisdom, you settle into deeper and deeper 0 point repose within oneself, and that is how you become aware of all of these physical principles directly. Now, people are going to say, you have to prove these theories. Well, I promise you I shall strive to for the next 50 years or longer. But in my mind, I already see that the future exists. In my heart, I already feel that we are possessed of prophetic powers, because the future is in communication with us right now. It's not that it hasn't happened yet, it's that we have not allowed ourselves to embrace our future potential at the highest level possible. So please accept that you're a future being today. Please accept that the future already exists. Don't subscribe to apocalyptic notions of the end of the world. You are the light of the world, and if we don't want to see it go down the toilet, we won't abdicate our sovereignty to any notion other than perpetual innovation and social accord. Hello, we're social beings, we like each other, we want to entertain each other. I'm giving to you right now and you're receiving, and that's part of our humanity. So it is in giving that we receive. And if free energy is inside me, and anti-gravity is inside me, and the new physics of time is inside of me, then I give it to you freely. I lay it on the altar that is life as an offering. Please enjoy what comes of this soul, because it is yours and always has been and always shall be. I am a dispensation myself unto you and unto time. It's as if the seeds of my intelligence exist outside of myself. The way we work with that is called a martial discipline. In order to hone and cohere our highest potential, we must be grounded scepters of light. Peace be with you all in your martial path, whatever it may be. I know we are headed into a vortex of unspeakable blessing, coming to a theater near you. Do enjoy.